How everybody doing tonight? What's today? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday,
Wednesday. Today's
the
Wednesday.
first.
The first. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, it's the new year, and your boy is still here. So yeah, all I gotta do is finish out the year. You know what I'm saying? I'll be one up. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being a part of this network, first of all. And thank you for being a part of this live, this energy transfer live, because that's what it's about. Helping each other, make it to the next day. People with cancer, people that don't have cancer, we gotta come together and push this positive energy forward. Cause that's the only way we're gonna beat this beast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So the first Wednesday, and I'm still doing okay. Like I said, I'm gonna, I'm getting it straight away. The worst part is almost over, and as the days go on, I'm feeling stronger mentally and physically. So it's only a matter of time before I get discharged and get up out of here. Like I said, I'm feeling good, much better than I did yesterday and the day before that. So all the positivity is ringing. Everything is, all the medication, everything that the doctors is doing is working. Everything everybody's doing is working. So it's the part of the journey where you have to be the strongest. That's the part of the journey where you have to, pull from any and everywhere. Um, yeah, this part of the journey. You gotta pull from anywhere and try to, fight. This is where it's gonna be the most dangerous. This is where it's the most obstacle, most hurt. You know what I'm saying? You, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? This is where we need each other the most. You know what I'm saying? So, you see, my son just popped in. You know what I mean? On time, say what up. I'm saying, I hope you're doing good, son. Yeah. So it's a great day, man. Feeling better, moving around more. Um, oh, and this is something I always, cause I did a video previously, the last time I was in the hospital in 2021, where I spoke about, cause I was a barber on Jamaica Avenue for like, what I'm saying, I was a barber on Jamaica Avenue for about 10, 15 years. So, you know, um, barbering was my thing. So one of the things I wanted to highlight was, when was the best time to cut your hair before it started falling out. So it's been about 10 about 10 days since I've been in a second. I've been in a hospital for I say about 2 weeks, but I've started the harsh chemo about a week ago. So yeah, about 10 days ago per se. So, but the last video I did, you can check that video out. When to cut your hair for chemo. Um, when I pull my hair, you see it comes out. So I'm about to do the same test that I did before. Before I had hair on top of my head, so I pulled my top hair. But now I don't have no hair on top of my head, so I'm just gonna keep it to the bed. See, the bed light's kind of crazy in here, but you know what I'm saying. You see the bed, so check me out. Check me out. Check me out when I pull. And you see that? Hair comes straight out. So it's at that point where day 10 is always a good time to cut the hair out, or else it's gonna be all over the place. Hey, so the hair is gonna be all over the place. So I always wanted it to be like known like after about 10 days. Best thing to cut your hair because you're gonna wake up, hair gonna be all over your pillows. Um, Hair gonna be all over the sink, shower. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a lot of hair. Cause when I got it the first time, I had dreads down the back, down my back. So my hair just came out, you know what I'm saying, in clumps. like the clumps of dreads would just pop out my head. You know what I'm saying? Because of how dangerous the chemo is, right? So
So wait, tell me, I'm gonna explain what's going on today while the nurse take your blood, so then you can finish talking.
oh yeah, my nurse, this wonderful nurse, she's gonna take my blood. So my wife is gonna explain what's going on, so I can get this blood taken, so she can check me out. All right. And just like I said about the hair thing, you see it comes out and do it again. Boop. See that there? Yeah. But the reason I did that again is to show some love to my son, cause he had dreads too. When my hair fell out, he felt it only right for him to cut his hair too. So you know what I'm saying, young ruler, my son, I love you and thank you for all your support throughout the years, my boy. All right. So now I'm gonna turn it over to my wife, and she's gonna. Hey, mom. Hey, I love you too, mom. I'm gonna turn it over to my wife so she can finish telling you what's going on while I get this blood drawn. All right.
How you doing, everybody? I just wanted to give you the actual update of what's going on with Marvin. So, since the last time he came on, which was Monday, the last 3 days he's been running a fever. They has to keep that under control because it makes his heart rate go up and down, and his blood pressure. That's part of one of the side effects from the chemo of having like neutropenic fevers, and it's wiping out and erasing everything. So in the process of this medication and wiping it out, he also have issues with sores that comes from when you get cancer. And the sores goes in your mouth, all around the rim, and down your throat. So he's been suffering from a lot of pain from that for the past, I want to say, almost a week. And so today the doctors got finally a good regimen to help him. They got a magic mouthwash for his mouth, which you switch it around your mouth and it helps with the sores and to heal the sores. And then they give him a lidocaine mouthwash that he put afterwards so he could be able to numb his mouth and eat. He has keratin to swallow so it can coat all the way down his throat and his belly because the mucus lining is messed up real bad and has sores on it from the chemo medication, which makes it hard for him to eat, swallow, chew, or just process in his belly because he's always in severe pain. So today the doctors and yesterday came up with a pain management regimen that he started late yesterday, but today is he really got the full regimen to see if it works so he could be able to come home once he's at a stable condition of the pain and not having fevers. With the fevers, they still giving him IV antibiotics, which as needed based on his fever. So he had a mild one today. It wasn't bad. But they're still keeping an eye on him. He had got some more steroids through the IV today, plus he had got sodium. Sodium is normally what they give you, the bag of sodium for fluids, but Marvin had to get a special mixture because of the chemo, and it wiped up everything out of his body. His body is not absorbing the regular standard one that a normal person in the hospital that would take. So the pharmacy had to do a special mixture at a low dose and do a slow drip for 4 hours to see if his body can sustain it, and if he need any more to adjust it based on his needs. So that's the reason why, one of the reasons why is the nurse here, because he has to give a pee sample and blood so they can see where he's at right now to see how much more of the sodium that he needs and the certain amount that he needs so it could be absorbed. He also got magnesium through the IV because it erased out his magnesium. So right now, this is one reason why he's so weak and don't have the energy. And when y'all see him talking, he's very slow because he has no energy and he's drained out and because of the pain. And the mouth sores is the worst ones. So it covers from inside of his mouth all the way around and down his throat. And they like lesions and sores and they burn real bad to the fact that he don't even want to eat or drink anything. So only thing he can sustain is almond milk or a very clear Ensure. It's very light. It doesn't have too much concentration so it won't help. I mean, it won't hurt when his body goes to digest. I'm trying to see, is there anything else that I missed? His kidney doctors came, so this is why he's on the sodium, because of his kidney levels, about missing the salt out his body, the potassium, the magnesium. So they're giving him the slow drip, like I said, that's special. He also had pain in his face up in here. They're going to do a scan to probably a CT to make sure there's nothing that got damaged or anything, or see what's going on in his face, because he says it's very sore. And if you hear him lately when he talk, his mouth sounds real heavy, like it's hard for him to chew, or like he has dentures. And it's not that, it's just the pain. The chemo is really attacking everything. And when I mean everything, everything. So he's trying to build up the strength as well as go through the normal day-to-day. So when we get off the live, I have to help him with taking a bath and getting up and trying to motivate him, because you have to stay taking a bath every day, at least twice a day, and wipe your body down with chlorhexidine wipes, which is a special wipe, because when you go through, people that have cancer and chemo, when you go through it, your body produces its own natural bacteria. And if you don't use those wipes, your bacteria can kill you, because your immune system is so messed up. The normal bacteria that's on your skin that would normally help you and protect you from certain things is actually going to hurt you. So you have to wipe down with those wipes at least every 6 hours. And that's mandatory. There's no getting around that. So, watch out. I have to help her. Hold on one second. Okay. So it's a process that he has to go through every day. These processes don't change. We're trying to make the processes better so we can get him home. Hopefully, if we can get the fever under control in the next couple of days, as well as his pain management, because they started a new regimen to see if it would sustain him at home, because he can't take IV medication at home. So he has to be able to take oral. So we had to find something that would help him and help his pain from his mouth and throat and stomach, where it tore, because the chemo tore up the mucus lining all through his throat and in his stomach. That's what goes down your down here. So it's a process. It's a learning process, because this is new. Last time he got sores, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. So it's very painful, and it takes a long time to heal. And we have to be able to get him like 100% so he could do this again. And that takes time, and which I'm glad that his team is not trying to rush to do it. They want to make sure that he's strong enough to go through this again, because this chemo medication is no joke. And every day is that he wake up and they take blood and they take urine, they always finding something different. And it's a lot for him to deal with, let alone the family. And he's a very strong person to sit here and deal with the poking and prodding and all the things that he got to go through to survive. But I'm glad he's not giving up, and he always wants to fight, and he's always happy no matter what's going on. And I don't know how he does that. So that's a miracle to me, because he's the strongest person I've seen. But right now, he wanted to try to get back on with y'all, but he's really not feeling good, and he had to go after the nurses was poking on him, so he's like in a little pain. So I'm going to just wrap this up for him. He should be back here on Friday. Hopefully he'll have more energy to talk to you guys and tell you how he feels and how his journey's going. But for today, he doesn't have it. And I don't want him to push to try to have it, because it takes a lot just to get on here with y'all. All this energy that he got and just used is going to wipe him out. 15 minutes to his body is like 15 hours, and it's a lot. So we do appreciate everybody's support. We love all our family and friends that check on him and give out good energy to keep him going every day. And I appreciate my mother-in-law for tapping in all the time so I can make little runs so he's not here by himself, because his family loves him to death. And I do appreciate you, moms. And I guess we talk to you guys Friday. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. As I get more information, I would tell y'all everything that's going on. Hopefully by Friday, we have the fevers under control, have the pain management under control, so we can go home, because they already set up her home nurse, which is Miss Betty. So she's already ready for him with her supplies to take care of him while he at home. So we just trying to get that step there so we could take care of him and heal him back, so then he could get ready for round 2. Because this is a fight, and this chemo cocktail is the worst. It's tearing him down, but Marv's strong, so we're going to get him back stronger so we can fight this one more time, so we can get to our end game, which is the transplant, so he can be a better man and don't have to deal with this cancer no more. But we appreciate everybody, love everybody, and have a great night.